My dearest listener, settle gently now, and let your thoughts drift to a world of wonder and quiet courage. Tonight, we shall follow a young wizard, Harry, on the final stretch of a most extraordinary adventure, one that brought peace to his world after a long journey. Our story begins in a quiet seaside cottage, where Harry, along with his dear friends Hermione and Ron, found themselves preparing for a delicate and rather intricate task. They had learned of a hidden trinket, a small, precious cup nestled deep within the vaults of Gringotts Wizarding Bank. This cup, they knew, held a fragment of dark magic, and it needed to be retrieved and purified. With the help of a most unusual goblin named Griphook, and under clever disguises that transformed their appearances, they embarked on this mission. Hermione, with a touch of magic, took on the likeness of a formidable witch, Bellatrix, while Ron appeared as a stranger, and Harry, cloaked in an invisibility cloak, moved unseen. They passed through the grand halls of Gringotts, their hearts beating with a gentle anticipation of the task ahead. The deeper they went into the vaults, the more curious the air became. Inside Bellatrix's vault, amidst a sea of treasures, they located the unassuming cup. It hummed with a subtle, dark energy, which Harry recognized as a Horcrux, a fragment of the Dark Lord Voldemort's very essence. Their departure from Gringotts was as remarkable as their entry. With a surge of courage, they found themselves riding upon the back of a magnificent, blind dragon, soaring through the sky, a thrilling escape that brought them safely away from the bank and into the open air. The dragon, once a captive, was now free, a quiet symbol of release. As they rested, Harry felt a familiar shiver, a faint echo from the Dark Lord's mind, signaling that their action had not gone unnoticed. Voldemort now knew his precious cup was gone. This understanding spurred them onward, for they knew their journey must lead them back to the very heart of their magical world, Hogwarts School. They arrived in the snowy, hushed village of Hogsmeade, where a kind, wise man named Aberforth, Dumbledore's brother, welcomed them into his warm pub. Through a secret passage, they re-entered the ancient castle, finding it filled with a quiet tension, yet also a powerful sense of unity. Their friends, Neville, Luna, and Ginny, greeted them with joy and renewed hope. News of Harry's return spread like a gentle ripple, reaching the stern but brave Professor McGonagall. In a moment of intense magical energy, the headmaster, Professor Snape, was challenged. He departed swiftly, a figure of mystery, leaving McGonagall to prepare the castle for what was to come. With a quiet grace, she marshaled the students and staff, creating a protective shield of enchantments around the school, a shimmering, invisible dome of hope. Voldemort, now aware of Harry's presence and deeply troubled by the loss of his Horcruxes, issued an ultimatum, a demand for Harry to surrender. But the spirit of Hogwarts would not yield. Harry knew there was another Horcrux, a lost diadem once belonging to Ravenclaw, hidden somewhere within the castle's ancient walls. With the gentle wisdom of Luna and the ethereal guidance of Ravenclaw's ghost, he began his search. Meanwhile, Ron and Hermione took the precious cup they had retrieved from Gringotts to the Chamber of Secrets, a deep, hidden place. There, with a fang from the long-vanished basilisk, a creature of immense power, they gently destroyed the dark magic within the cup, purifying it and bringing a touch of quiet peace to the air. In that very moment, a tender understanding passed between them, a first gentle kiss sealing their enduring bond. Harry's search led him to the Room of Requirement, a place that appears only when one needs it most. There, in a swirling chaos of forgotten things, he found the diadem. In a moment of peril, a dark fire, fiend fire, raged within the room, set off by another student, Crabbe. It consumed everything, including the diadem, purifying it with its intense, destructive light. Another piece of Voldemort's dark essence was gently dissolved. Outside, the battle for Hogwarts had begun. It was a time of immense courage and sacrifice. Amidst the flurry of spells and the brave actions of so many, some dear friends found their peace. The kind-hearted Fred Weasley, the brilliant Remus Lupin, and the spirited Nymphadora Tonks all passed on to a quiet rest, leaving behind a gentle sorrow, but also a legacy of love and bravery. Harry, in a moment of clarity, realized a profound truth about the Elder Wand. A powerful magical object Voldemort desperately sought. Its true allegiance, he understood, lay not with its current possessor, but with the one who had truly overcome its previous master. In the midst of the unfolding events, Voldemort summoned Snape to the Shrieking Shack, a hidden, desolate place. Voldemort, believing Snape to be the true master of the Elder Wand, commanded his snake, Nagini, to deliver a fatal strike. Harry, unseen, witnessed Snape's final, gentle moments. With his last breath, Snape offered Harry a gift. His memories, shimmering like silvery threads. Harry retreated to Dumbledore's pensieve, a basin that allowed him to revisit these profound memories. There, he witnessed Snape's entire life story unfold like a quiet, unfolding tapestry. He saw Snape's deep, enduring love for Harry's mother, Lily. He learned of Snape's true, unwavering loyalty to Dumbledore, and of the carefully crafted plan that had guided them all. The most startling revelation was a quiet whisper from Dumbledore, confirming what Harry had long suspected. Harry himself carried a fragment of Voldemort's soul. To truly defeat Voldemort, Harry would have to allow himself to be taken by the Dark Lord's final, desperate act. With a heart full of both sorrow and resolute peace, Harry walked towards the Forbidden Forest, ready to face his destiny. As he walked, he was not alone. The gentle, luminous spirits of his parents, Lily and James, and his beloved godfather Sirius and his dear friend Remus appeared by his side, offering quiet strength and comfort. He instructed Neville, his brave friend, to destroy the last Horcrux, Nagini, when the moment was right. Harry met Voldemort in the quiet stillness of the forest. Voldemort, believing he held the ultimate power, cast a powerful, destructive curse. But the curse found no true target. Instead, it gently dislodged the dark fragment within Harry, a part of Voldemort's own soul. Harry found himself in a pure, white, tranquil space like a quiet King's Cross station. There, he had a gentle, calm conversation with Dumbledore, who explained the choices before him. Harry could choose to move on to a peaceful rest, or he could return stronger and more whole to finish his journey. With an unwavering sense of purpose, Harry chose to return. Voldemort, believing Harry to be gone, had Hagrid carry Harry's seemingly lifeless form back to the castle. The sight brought a wave of despair to Harry's friends, but also ignited a fierce resolve. Neville, with astonishing bravery, stood before Voldemort, defying him with unwavering courage. From the sorting hat, he drew the sword of Gryffindor, a blade imbued with noble magic. With a swift, decisive act, Neville confronted Nagini, bringing an end to the final Horcrux and releasing the last dark anchor that bound Voldemort to this world. The battle raged on, a final dramatic unfolding of forces. The formidable Bellatrix Lestrange was ultimately overcome by the fierce, protective love of Molly Weasley, who defended her daughter with a mother's powerful magic. Then Harry revealed himself, alive and whole, standing tall before Voldemort. A quiet hush fell over the battlefield as the two stood face to face for the final time. Harry, with calm conviction, explained the truth about the Elder Wand's allegiance, how it truly belonged to him. Voldemort, consumed by his own dark ambition, cast one last, desperate curse. But without a true Horcrux to tether him, and with the Elder Wand refusing to harm its rightful master, the curse rebounded upon him. In a soft, quiet shimmer, Voldemort's presence dissolved, gently fading into nothingness, leaving behind only a quiet, peaceful air. The world breathed a collective sigh of relief. The dark shadow had lifted, and a calm, quiet peace settled over Hogwarts. Harry, finding a quiet moment of reflection, took the Elder Wand, not to wield its immense power, but to ensure its destructive path ended. With a gentle snap, he broke it in two, ensuring no one could ever again use its might for harm. Then, with a quiet sense of closure, he returned his own wand to his pocket, ready to live a life of peace. Years later, a new quiet morning dawned. 19 years had passed, filled with the gentle rhythm of life and the warmth of family. Harry, now a grown man, stood on platform 9 3/4 at King's Cross Station, surrounded by his beloved wife Ginny and his dear friends Ron and Hermione, with their own loving families. Their children, carrying their own dreams and hopes, were ready to embark on their first journey to Hogwarts. The cycle of life continued, filled with love, laughter, and the quiet promise of a bright, peaceful future. And so, my dearest listener, the long journey found its sweet and gentle end. The world was safe, bathed in the soft glow of peace, and Harry, the boy who lived, found his quiet happiness, a testament to courage, love, and the enduring power of friendship. Now, may your own dreams be filled with such peaceful and hopeful wonders. Rest well, knowing that all is truly well.